In this video, I will show you how you can have this invincibility at the begin play for our enemy. So you can see it will be flickering and we can shoot it, but after 1 second that flickeriness goes away, we can shoot at it. Let's see how we can do that. For our enemy to have invincibility when it's spawned at the begin play, let's see how we can do that. If we go to event graph, on the begin play, whenever we spawn our enemy or we hit play and this begin play happen on our enemy, we want to set the box collision. So we set collision on the box to have no collision, just like that. No, it has no collision. If you run and hit J, you can see we can't shoot it, we can't destroy it, because the box is checking if enemy get hit or not, and we said it has no collision, so it won't get any begin overlap, right? Now with that done, at some point we need to set this collision to be enabled again, and we want to do it with a timer. So we say set timer by a event, right? And after, let's just say 1 second, just like this, we want to set the collision to be enabled again. So we need a custom event in here, search for custom event, add it there. I want to call it Invincibility over, right? This is our custom event. And now in here, again, we want to get our box and set the collision on it. Set collision to be query only, so we get the begin overlap again. Now with that done, 1 second is not too much. Let's just put it on 3 so we can see it better. Now if you run, you can see we can't shoot it, but after 3 seconds we can shoot it now, right? And it can be destroyed. But this way of doing it is not that good, because when we play our game, there is no indication that the enemy is invincible, right? So for doing that, let me first change these to 5 seconds so I can show you that it is invincible for 5 seconds. It's 2, 3, 4, after that 5, and now it gets destroyed, right? For showing that it is invincible for 5 seconds, again we can use another timer, right? So this time I want to set timer by a function name, because I want to put this timer on a loop of 0.1 second, right? So every 0.1 second, we are toggling the visibility of our paper sprite. So it's like, let me go down. You can see we have visible, and what you want to do, you want to make it visible and invisible like this every 0.1 second, right? And for doing that, set timer by function name, it's much easier to do it with, right? It should be on loop and time should be 0.1 second, but you can change this later. Now with that done, we need a function. So create a function, and I want to call it toggle sprite visibility, right? And in here we want to get the paper sprite and set the visibility on it, right? Because we want to toggle the visibility of this paper sprite, that's why we want to get it visible first. So get visible to see if it's visible or not, and we want to make it toggle. So we use not Boolean, so whatever it already is, it will toggle it. So if it is visible, it will make it not visible, and if it is not visible, it will make it visible by this not Boolean, right? Now with that done, we can use this function. So click on the function, hit F2 on your keyboard so you can rename it, Ctrl C to copy the name, and you can use Ctrl V to paste it over here. Just like that, if you hit compile and now run, you can see it's flickering beautifully, but after 5 seconds the flickeriness won't go away. You can see after 5 seconds again it is flickering, so we need to find a way to make it not flicker after 5 seconds, right? Let's see how we can do that. For fixing that, we need to promote this timer to a variable, so whenever this invincibility get to be over, we clear this timer and disable this timer so it won't flicker anymore, right? So for doing that, right click on this return value, promote it to variable, and I want to call it flicker timer, right? Flicker timer. And now when the invincibility is over, this custom event will happen, and now we can get our flicker timer like this and clear it or disable it, right? Clear and invalidate timer by handle, right? Just like that. And because we don't know if on this time the visibility on this toggle sprite visible function is true or false, whenever the invincibility is get to be over, what we want to do, we want to set the visibility of our paper sprite back to enable, right? Set visibility to enable. That's it. That's all we need to do. Now if we hit compile and now run, you can see for 5 seconds it will flicker. Just look at it. And after 5 seconds the flickeriness will go away. Now we can destroy it, and you can see it looks beautiful, right? Now next thing that I want to do, I want to promote this invincibility time to variable. So right click on it, promote to variable, and I want to call it invincibility time. All right, just like that. I want by default to be 1 second. Now if you hit compile and now run, in 1 second we can shoot it, but after 1 second we can shoot at it, right? Beautiful.